Hey guys, it's Friday. So on Fridays, my plans is to try to present to you decks from different formats, whether it be current, my favorite September 2011, or GOAT format. And this week we're going to showcase one of my favorite GOAT format decks. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to start off with the centerpiece of most decks for this format, Blackluster Soldier. And moving on, we're going to have the supporting cast. So, of course, Trifecting Virus, Breaker, Magical Merchants, Random Light, and then we got a couple darks for the deck Koichi. These cards are just to provide support for the deck, get the deck going. Just basic removal, Breaker, Variable 1900 Attacker, Spell and Trap removal. You're going to see soon that I don't run very many monsters, so Merchant allows me to filter for spells and traps, and it's a much needed light. And then, of course, Dekoichi is for draw power. Good first turn play. Now on to the warrior package. So for my light warriors, got Blade Knight, Sasuke Samurai, DD Warrior Lady. Good utility. Again, this is a variable 2000 attacker. When he's by himself, he can negate Cyber Jars, Morphing Jars, Magician of Faiths, Man-Eater Bug type monsters. So he's pretty good. So he's for face-up defense position spies. 800 attack is still just solid because it runs over Breaker after it's used a counter. It runs over many monsters in the format that are 1600 or less. And of course, DD Warrior Lady, just generic removal. And then for my darks, we got the DD Survivor, Don Zalug. Now these are my only two Dark Warriors. With all the DD Assailants and the bottomless trap holes that are going on in like the newest style of GOAT format, I decided to run this card. Hitting DD Assailants just feels so good. Summoning him into a board where you know that they're running bottomless or they side into bottomless. This is really good. And then, of course, Don Zalug. Again, since it's a toolbox deck, if they have open field, he can go for hand control. Then rounding off my warrior package, one assailant and one mystic swordsman. Again, more removal, 1700 attack. It's just under the 1800 attack threshold, but she still puts in work, just like DD Warrior Lady. And then with all the set monsters in the format, you can toolbox into easy removal. All right, then, of course, the staples. We got the Trinity. Trinity of format. Let's go deck without those. And then the rest of the one-ofs. So this pretty much is going to be staple in almost all decks of this format. There's not a whole lot to say. I'm sure you guys all know what this is all about. And then I run one Upstart Goblin. I believe the card was at 2 in this format. And I run 1 because I want to make the deck as consistent as possible. If you notice, I don't have a large monster count. If I remember correctly, it's 12 monsters. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 monsters. So I have 13 monsters, and then the rest are just spells and traps. So I need consistency. The 1000 life point doesn't matter. It's like kind of going back to revising our deck building abilities, retroactively. So that's why Upstart is here. There's no other card I would want to run in its place. And then tech cards. My body is a shield, protects against crossout, torrential, mirror force, Sakuretsu armor. Really lets your mystic swordsman do work. They set Sakuretsu armor to protect something. Mystic swordsman gets in there anyway with my body. So it's really good. Bottom protects against the bottom strap hole or ring of destruction on your Blackluster Soldier. Next up, of course, 2 additional monsters. So that's sort of counts as the 14th and 15th monster. Again, toolboxing. Double Smashing Ground. Again, low monster count, so removal is like kind of at a premium. So again, this gets rid of the Spear Reapers, the Spies, opposing Blackluster Soldiers, common play, normal summon Don Zalug, Smash and Ground, to dodge Torrential Tribute. Two Book of Moon helps you reuse your 3 flip effect monsters, help you dodge things. It turns your Mystic Swordsman online to cross out, easily sided out in matchups where they're not setting, especially in versus aggro decks. And then trap lineup. So we got the kind of the staple one-ofs of the format. Torrential Ring, Call, Mirror Force. And then I decided to run Sakuretsu Armor and triple Solemn Judgment. Again, this just kind of sets my setup. I could play, the deck is really aggressive, but this also allows me to control. So it's like aggression backed by control. I can sit early game. I can sit on the Mystic Swordsman level 2, and he could just put in work. They can't set against it. They have to normal summon and then be afraid to attack because of Sakuretsu Armor. If anything threatens my board too much, I have the Solemn Judgments. Don Zalugs get the attack. I get to freely flip my Dekoichis. I get this Solemn Judgment allows me to push my breakers through and those kind of things. Extra deck's not really as important because, as you notice, I'm not running Scapegoat. I'm not running Sinister Serpent, and I'm not running Magician of Faiths for Metamorphosis, so there's no need for an extra deck, but you can just throw whatever you want to in your extra deck. Side deck is basically just built off whatever I think I'm going to be playing. If I'm playing in a tournament, if I'm playing against some buddies, it'll just be random stuff. Skill Drain and Mystic Tomatoes, or Skill Drains and Deck Devies with some sided Zombra of the Darks. It all depends. You can take the side any way you want. There's no real right or wrong answer, since it's not a widely played format, in terms of in person. So it'll just be based on a group of people you're going to be playing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned every Friday for deck profiles, current or past. Probably be focusing more so than often on past formats. Next week, I'm going to bring you a really cool 2011 format. Also, remember, if you want to ask me anything, hit my email up, ygodubk@gmail.com. Join my Discord. Have the link down in the description. And as always, you guys have a good day.